Time to update my tier list for Hazbin Hotel characters. This is after season 2. If they weren't in season 2, I'm not counting them. Adam, I'm not gonna count him either. Yeah, he's technically in season, but we're not like technically adding him, all right?
Has my approval rating.
Oh my god.
This is on how well they are written, not how much I like them, how good of singer they are, anything but that. How well they're written. Let's do it. First off, we're talking about Vaggie. Vaggie, I think, is a character that is still yet to hit her full potential because I don't think she has much of a identity outside of being Charlie's girlfriend, outside of being this emotional support person, significant other, girlfriend for Charlie. I don't think she's ever gotten past that. So I don't think she is that good of a character because I don't think there's anything special about this as a character. I think, you know, you could actually change this to a friend role, to a platonic role. Give this to Angel Dust. Give this role to her father, you know? And I think it works equally as well. Although the song Easy would be a lot more awkward if that was her dad. That'd be crazy. So I'm gonna put Vaggie, you know, I'm gonna put her in C tier. You might not like this, dude. I'm going brutally honest. I'm going hot takes. Just my opinion. And then we have Angel Dust himself. Angel Dust, I think, was a lot more compelling in season 1, but still a solid season 2. Yeah, he's kind of just like hanging out. This was a transition season, I believe, for the character. We got a lot of setup. I think season 3 is going to be a lot better than season 2 was. That being said, I'm gonna put Angel Dust in B tier. I think he feels pretty good there, and he feels a lot. Hello. Up next, I have Husk. You know, you gotta do Angel Dust, you gotta do Husk. Husk, I feel like a similar situation. I feel like he didn't really do anything this season outside of his one episode where he gets to sing Love in a Bottle. Oh, he's sad because Angel Dust is gone. And that's about that. I'm hoping for a much bigger season 3 from him. I'm gonna put Husk in C tier. Yeah. Now we're going with Nifty. I actually like Nifty a ton. I think she started off in season 1 as kind of like this gimmick. Oh wow, little thing is crazy character. Normally don't like that gimmick, but I think season 2 actually expanded her a lot more. She gets her own song. We learned that she speaks Japanese. That's pretty cool. She provides some good laughs. She's an incredible fighter. Like some of the best action in the show comes from Nifty. And then even at the end when her and Baxter are trying to, like, you know, doink up Vox so that Sir Pentious can connect, we get a little bit of seriousness out of there. I like that. I'm gonna put Nifty in B tier. I'll kind of go like this too, to where it's like, yeah, I think Vaggie's better than Husk. Yeah, I think Angelus is better than Nifty. So yeah, we're gonna go like that. Up next, I got Big Daddy Lou himself. Big Daddy Lou, I think, is a fun character, dude. I think Jeremy Jordan is fantastic. I think he's a really funny character. The funniest character on this list so far, and one of the funniest characters in the whole entire show. Like, just saying that out there. He's a lot of fun. He's a good singer, and I think that there's some actual substance to him, of him trying to be a good dad, him feeling like he can't do that, him feeling like he's just disappointing Charlie at every single turn. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I think he's a really fun character. And then we have Lute. Man, dude, it really pains me, dude. I'm gonna put Lute in D tier, and I'll explain why.
Explain.
Lute, you know, we get this really big setup in the song Gravity, the best song of the season, that she wants revenge on Hell. She wants revenge on Charlie, on Vaggie, all these people, and then nothing comes of it. It's super disappointing. And I saw the interview where Vizzy's talking about it, and she's like, oh, she's a transition villain. And if that's the case, I've said it before, just wait until season 3. Don't do this like semi-fake closure at the end of the season. Throw her into the last song. Oh crap, we forgot about Lute. Throw a verse in from freaking Abel in the last song to try to conclude that story. Some fake closure. I don't like that. Season 3, I'm sure she'll be a lot better, but until then, D tier.
I said it, okay?
Velvet, I'm also gonna put in, I'll put her, yeah, she's better than them, but is she in C tier or B tier? I'll put her at the top of C tier. I think Velvet, unfortunately, is the least interesting of the V's. I also think that the show puts the least amount of effort into her, because even Val gets some more substance this season into his own personal desires. Velvet, we don't really get that at all. We don't really know anything about her outside of the fact she's respectless, outside of the fact she wants to make some dresses out of the angel's wings. That's about it. So I think they haven't really developed her enough to her full potential. I do think she's better than Vaggie, and I think she's better than Husk. That might be an insane take, but I feel good about it, dude. I feel good about it. And then we're going with Abel himself. Abel, I'm also going to put into D tier. I think Abel's kind of just like a very vanilla character. I kind of forgot that he was there for the whole entire season. So yeah, I feel good with him there. Not much to say about him.
Whole lot of nothing.
He did crush that last song though. I'll give him that. Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. Rosie, where will I put Rosie? Rosie, I'm gonna put in C tier. Is it insane to put her above Vaggie? Yeah, I'll put her there. I think she is better than Husk. We do have a good amount of substance with her. I like her relationship with Alastor. It's a very complicated relationship. One of the most complicated and like nuanced. It feels rich and interesting relationships in the show between her and Alastor. We obviously learn a lot more about her this season, being the controller of Alastor. She's got the leash. Well, not anymore, she doesn't. But yeah, I think she's a pretty interesting character. I'm very like intrigued by her, you know, especially with the whole like at the end she wants to save the hotel. Why does she want to save the hotel? Interesting, intriguing stuff. Is it like, I don't get it, dude. The show makes it seem like she's a big character. I think E tier is fair, dude. I think that's really fair because the whole entire show, it's kind of just like, oh, she cares about her daughters. She cares about her daughters. Her daughters have like never said anything, dude. Her daughters are not like players in this game at all. Why do we care about them? Why should I like feel for her at all like that? Yeah, I don't think she's a good character really at all. And same thing with this guy, Zestral, that's his name. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in E tier, you know, honestly, but the show like doesn't care about him as much as Carmela. They don't seem to make him as big a deal, but yeah, kind of just doesn't really do anything. Sarah. I'm gonna put Sarah right there. I think that feels pretty good. She is an interesting character. She is a character that we saw a lot of growth because she's asked a lot of big questions. She's put into a corner where she has to make a lot of big decisions this season, and she pretty much does. And she takes initiative. She owns up to her consequences. That's good character growth, and I like that. Honestly, dude, as far as how interesting she is, I might put her above Angel for now. I think season 3, Angel could get a lot higher, but for now, yeah, I don't know. Emily just doesn't really do anything in the show. Also, she's kind of just there to be like, oh no, we're sorry, oh no. No real growth here, no real interesting dynamics. Honestly, yeah, I'll drop her. I'll put her right there. That feels good. All right, moving on, we have Baxter. Baxter's a character that, he's interesting, dude. He's an odd character because he's introduced in the first episode and he does nothing, dude. For the whole entire season, he does nothing until like the last episode pretty much. And even then, his role doesn't really contribute that much. He gets them into the building and that's about it. He jumps on his computer for hacks. His computer gets blown up, so it doesn't even matter really that he's there outside of getting them into the building. But like also just break in the building. I don't know. I guess Vox's security or something. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know. And there's like that whole weird cop out at the end where it's like, oh yeah, we're all best friends. So that's why I'm gonna help you guys. That's why I'm gonna risk my life. When it's like, no, that's just a cop out. And I get it could be played for a joke. Like, oh, he just liked that his pillows were, that his blankets were folded a certain way. I don't know. Not enough for me. I'll put Baxter. Let's see. I'll put him there. Yeah, feels good. Man, Sir Pentious, dude. I think Sir Pentious is a fantastic character. Right now, I'm putting him in A tier. He's the best character on this list so far. Sir Pentious has had probably the most like character growth of any character in this whole entire series so far. We see him go from sinner to redeemed, and then even then, once he's in heaven, he contributes, dude. He talks a lot about what it means to be alive and all that stuff. I feel like plot wise, when he's on screen, it's like, yeah, we're gonna get some actually important stuff. Up next, we're going with Valentino. I'm gonna put Val right underneath Nifty. Val, we learn more about him this season. We get a better glimpse into his actual like romantic relationship with Vox, whatever the hell that weird relationship is. But we get some more insight into his feelings. He's sad that Vox is, you know, just throwing him to the curb, but he's trying to justify it. Oh, he's just stressed, blah, blah, blah. He feels abused, which is absurd, dude, because he's like D1 abuser. But yeah, I think he's a lot more interesting than everyone else under him. Don't think he's as good as Nifty though. So yeah, Cherri Bomb, I'm sorry. That's a character I've never gotten, dude. I've never gotten her. I don't get like really what the appeal is. I guess she's a little better because now she like misses Pentious. But even then, their reunion at the end is kind of lame. It's like, oh, I missed you. Oh, you too. I missed you as well. It's like, I don't know. I was expecting a lot more from that reunion. Kind of just weird vibes. And I understand if she wants to like play it cool because they're like that weird, you know, playing hard to get relationship. But yeah, dude, I don't really get her, dude. I don't know why she's here. That's one of these characters where it's like, yeah, you can get rid of her, you know? Alastor in season 1 was the most interesting character, and in season 2, he is equally as interesting. He's a character that you always like want to know what's going on with this guy. This guy's always scheming. There's always more to meets the eye with this guy. He's super interesting. I'm so intrigued with where season 3 is going to take him, because it could take him either way. It could double down on like, okay, maybe he's a good guy, maybe he's helping them out, or he could just flip and he's a complete villain. We learned more about his backstory this season. I thought that was really cool. Everything with the deal and him getting out of his deals with Rosie, with Fox, that was super engaging. How's he going to use the favor from Charlie? All of that is super important and crucial to the entertainment and intrigue of the show. I feel like everything happens and stops with Alastor. But let's talk about our main character, Charlie. Charlie, I'm gonna put in, this is tough. She's definitely worse than Alastor. She worse than Pentious? I might say so. I might say she is. Charlie also, again, I feel like, what did she do this season? She was just like, oh, we gotta get redemption. We gotta get help. We gotta get Vox to listen. We gotta get Vox to listen. We gotta get Vox to listen. She does that for like the whole entire show, and then at the end they stop it. And then at the end they stop Vox. That's about that. But like, what is the growth here? And again, I saw a interview with Busy Pop talking about like, oh, she's learning to, you know, work with others, and she's turning to, you know, silence the haters or whatever she was saying. I don't get that, dude. I don't see that. And even if it is that, I mean, and even if that's there, if that's the intention, I don't think it was conveyed very well. So yeah, straight up, I love Erica Henningsen. I think she's a blast in this role. But as far as how interesting Charlie is, she should be a lot better, quite frankly. But there's always that case of like, main character syndrome. But right now, dude, I think it's easy. This is without a question. I'm putting Vox in S tier. He's the most interesting character on the show. He's the best character in the show. Granted, season 2 is the Vox season. It is like all about him. This might as well be a spin-off season with Fox, and like, oh yeah, Charlie pops up here and there. I don't like his motive, I said that, but I also made a whole analysis on Fox, so I'm not going to talk about him too much. You can watch that video if you want to hear 12 minutes of me analyzing Vox. But I think he's the best character. I think Christian Borle's fantastic, the best performance on the show, second to Erica Henningsen. I still think she's probably a little bit better, or at least I enjoy her more. But he's funny, he's hilarious, he's damn evil, dude, and he's a great character. Anyways, that's my list. What did you think? What would you change? Who are your F tier characters? I didn't put some of the other people. I didn't put like the other guy from Heaven, Peter, I think that's his name, because I'm like, yeah, he didn't really do it. But yep, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye-bye.